Hello. One of the questions I'm being asked a lot at the moment is, does it matter that I've missed the stamp duty holiday? So the stamp duty holiday would have saved you £15,000 in stamp duty tax and ended in June this year. And it was for, the stamp duty was waived for properties up to £500,000. So you would have saved that and just paid on the difference over 500,000. So obviously very tempting offer, and a lot of people decided to make their move to take advantage of it. But there were a few disadvantages to the market at that time. Because so many people wanted to save that money, it meant the property market got very busy, prices rose, and a lot of people found that there was a lot of competition for the house that they wanted to buy, and a lot of people missed out on properties they wanted to buy. And unfortunately, gazumping and gazundering raised their heads again. So gazumping is where you agree to buy a property and then the owner of that property accepts a higher offer later on. Or gazundering is where the buyer of the property, as it gets very close to the end, usually just before exchange, makes a lower offer for the property in the hope that the owner will accept this because they want the sale to go through, and also because they are on a deadline for the stamp duty holiday at the end of June. So that wasn't great for some people. It also meant that a lot of people maybe sold their property very quickly and then really struggled to find what they were looking for because the competition was so great, and because prices were going up and people were making offers above asking price. It meant that maybe saving the £15,000 wasn't such a great offer after all, because the prices went up more than that, and it didn't really work out for them in the end. So the market now has cooled a little, but not that much. So average detached house price in Wokingham reached a peak of £766,000 in January of this year. It's only at the end of July this year fallen back to £755,000, so it hasn't actually gone down that much, and it's almost £30,000 above where it was in January 2020. So house prices still quite high. You're going to get a good price for your house, but it does mean that maybe the competition isn't going to be as fierce for whatever you want to buy, and perhaps you're going to pay a fairer price for the property you want to buy, because there won't be such competition for it, because the market has calmed a little. So September is traditionally where the market starts picking up again as people try and agree sales and hopefully get in before Christmas. Again, always the problem in the summer was solicitors were so busy with the number of sales that they had. It got quite difficult to get a solicitor. It meant there was a lot of pressure for them to get sales through. So again, slightly better market at the moment for picking the solicitor that you want, and also the hope that they will get the sale through on your schedule, rather than a sort of false deadline that we had for June when the stamp duty holiday ended. So still a really good time to get on the market. Missing out on that tax saving, maybe isn't going to be such a bad thing for you because of the advantages that I've just talked about. But maybe it's time for a chat, see what your property is worth, see if it is the right time for you to sell. It might not be, it might be. But once you've got the information of what your home is worth, makes it a bit easier to make decisions about what you want to do. Or maybe you're looking ahead to next year and thinking, maybe spring next year is actually when I want to sell, but I want to know what mine's worth so I can start looking around and see what is coming up for me. I know a lot of people have had job moves come up that they maybe weren't expecting to move. Maybe they're going out of the area because prices here are good at the moment, and they can maybe get a bit more for their money elsewhere. I speak to a lot of people in that situation at the moment. But whatever your situation, now's a great time for a chat. So either give me a call on 01189 772 772, catch up with me on Facebook, pop into the office now that we're back open. or email wokingham@northwooduk.com, and let's just have a chat about what your plans are, whether or not this is the time for you, but just provide you with a bit of information about the market in your area, specifically what your home is worth, and therefore arm you with some facts so that you can start thinking about what's going to work for you. So give me a call and we'll start the conversation.